Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. This is your Mercury Retrograde forecast. We're looking at the energies that are coming up for you throughout this Mercury Retrograde cycle, which is the next few weeks, starting on August 23rd. Whew! I'm out of breath because I had to go grab my pup because she was barking her little head off. And for you, we're going to start off with the astro dice and then dig into the tarot to get a little bit more information about the themes that are coming up. After this, if you're interested, you can go back and watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury readings for those signs to get a little bit more information about what's in store. Exhale. Okay, so to start off, we have Neptune, Leo, and the 8th house coming up. It feels like for you, spiritual practices could be really in focus this Mercury retrograde. I'm also getting the sense that you might be digging into the occult. You might be divining yourself, might be tarot, might be astrology, might be practices surrounding mysticism, or even death. You could be kind of exploring themes of transformation, surrender, and really kind of getting in touch that way, or even working with your unseen helpers and guides and ancestors who have passed on. With Leo here, it feels like this is helping you to tune into your solar energy. Maybe you're an 8th house sun, maybe you have significant 8th house placements or even an 8th house Neptune. And maybe Leo is significant in your chart, or you're just connecting with Leo people or Leo energy throughout this cycle. In terms of the tarot, we have the 5 of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse, the 9 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So there are a lot of wands, a lot of fire on the table here. It feels like for you, there is some contentious energy that's coming up, like potentially squabbles that you're getting in with other people. And that could be causing you to kind of like retreat from your own intuition. For some of you, and this is not going to apply to everyone, but I'm getting kind of a gaslighty energy coming up. So just be mindful, be discerning in communication, make sure you're being as clear as you can, and ask for clarity from other people when you need it. Mercury retrograde can kind of like pull the wool over our eyes at times. That's the wrong expression to use here. It can just confuse us at times and sort of make communication swampy and difficult to wade through. And then oftentimes when we lack clarity, we might make assumptions and we might kind of attribute negative intention to other people, which might not always be the case. And that might happen to us too. And so that might be sort of the cause of conflict for you throughout the cycle. With the 9 of Wands, I do feel a sense of defensiveness and maybe like you're kind of feeling a little bit burnt out, but there's also this real ache and desire that you have to reach towards something that's really inspiring to you. And so if you can, give yourself rest, because that rest is going to support you in any creative pursuits, of which it feels like there are many. It feels like creativity is really in focus for you this cycle, but you do need to pace yourself. Next, we have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So I am getting kind of this like scattered energy for you, which is not super like out of character for Gemini in general, but specifically for Gemini during Mercury retrograde, also Venus retrograde right now. But Mercury is your ruler. And so when Mercury goes retrograde, you might at times feel that more. And it feels like for you, it's kind of dispersing your attention. You might be daydreaming quite a bit. You might be wanting to like pick up a lot of things, a lot of hobbies, a lot of interests. And it feels like that, again, is leading to some degree of potentially burnout. So just be careful, be proactive about setting boundaries where you need to. And it feels like you are going to complete a project potentially, but it's going to take a lot of energy on your part. So again, just come back to restorative activities where you can. With the Page of Cups, it feels like there's potentially a kind friend who's in the picture this month. This could be someone who has strong water placements. It feels like this is someone who wants to help you out. And so I'd encourage you to accept that help if it feels aligned for you. And we also have a Knight of Pentacles. And so this is typically Virgo energy. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this feels like someone who you might be committed to, or someone who you kind of see as a collaborator and they feel like a trustworthy person. And so I would recommend prioritizing these relationships because they do feel solid, they feel supportive, and they feel authentic. And both water and earth energy can be great for you as an airy person. Okay? So that is all I have for you. If this was helpful, please do like, comment, subscribe, share it with a Geminian friend. If you're interested in a personal reading, I offer both live tarot, astrology, and Akashic Records readings over Zoom, and also tarot readings on demand, and those are recorded and delivered within 48 hours. So you can go ahead and find the link in the description box to get a personal reading. And otherwise, I hope you have a great Mercury retrograde, or at least a sort of okay one. Bye, Gemini.